Welcome everybody to the Modern Combat 5 PC Cup of the weekend. Now, as you guys on Facebook may have been made aware by the post I put up there, this is going to be one of 5 Modern Combat 5 tournaments, taking place over this weekend. The Modern Combat 5 PC tournament will be our first one. I'm just going to check to make sure I'm getting these in the right order. So a little bit later on, in fact 7 hours from now, we'll be having our monthly blue finals. The following day will be our red monthly finals before we end out the weekend with, I believe, yes, the blue and red regular cups on the Sunday. So 5 tournaments, a lot of Modern Combat 5 to get through. We were hoping to get the first game of the day to be between Only Friend and Outcast, but unfortunately they kicked me out of the lobby before the game started. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but hey, that does mean instead we can start things off the way, which I'm sure you guys would like the best, which is with some custom matches while we wait to see what our next tournament game will be. Oh, I'm sorry, I've forgotten to introduce myself for any of you guys who are new to the stream. My name is Peter Counterfeit Huntl, here to bring you all the Modern Combat 5 you can handle, and then some more. We will be doing custom games and giveaways over the course of the stream, and because it's on the PC platform of these custom games, I can actually join in and hopefully not completely embarrass myself, but, well, you know, any of you guys who've seen me play before will know that I'm definitely not here for my Modern Combat 5 playing ability. I'll leave that to you guys, but either way around it, just getting the custom game lobby set up now, which should be coming up in just a moment. Let's make sure that all looks groovy. Yep, looks fine. So let's change over the passkey to make sure you guys can actually get into the game by knowing which platform it's on. And here we go. Shazam! So our very first game of the day will be with you guys. ESL123 is the passkey, and I'll put out on the global chat some invites as well, so you guys can get in here as quick as possible, because we will have as always, to go across to the tournament game as soon as possible. Sombra trademark allowed me to speak Spanish. I can use my 2 Spanish phrases, which are "Hola todos" and what was the other one? "Cómo están todos?" Maybe you guys can teach me some more phrases during the course of the day, because of course there are lots of Spanish fans of Modern Combat 5, not to mention Mexican fans as well. And we can't go past that without mentioning that we've got our tournament admins working hard today. Winter and I believe Soldier Girl is going to be helping out, making sure all the action goes ahead. Hero Gaming Simon, you speak Spanish. Maybe you can teach me some new words. Let's see. MC5 to Haxwell, you're going to be joining me in commentary. Well, I didn't know. Hey, Fabio Una, nice to see you. Doesn't seem like people are joining this game. I'm just going to check that it's coming through. Right? I'm going to just do a rehost. Sometimes it's a bit weird and it needs a rehost. So I would have expected somebody to have joined by now, if that's the case. Alright, that looks all good. Passkey, ESL123. Let's create it again and see if we can get a few of you guys in before we get our first tournament game out of the way. Winter is going to see if they can get us in on another game of Tournament Modern Combat 5, but until then, we might as well go ahead. So let's see, who's going to be the first one to join me on the streets to show what you're made of on a PC. So you'll need... for any of you guys who are new, you'll need to have access to the Windows Store, which I believe is only available on Windows 10, though I could be wrong about that. It might also be on Windows 8 to be able to join in, because that's the only place you can play Modern Combat 5 on PC. MC5 to Axel, you think I'm chubby and cute? Well, I never. Fabio Uno, you're missing a prize from 2 months ago? Okay. Could somebody let me know if there's any problem with joining the game? Are you guys able to see the custom game, or is there just not enough folks around for this one? Fabio Uno and MC5 to Hacksaw, I will, if you could send me your details again, I will again pass them through to Gameloft. That's really the main thing I can do. Unfortunately, I'm not able to send out those credits myself, but I can certainly keep sending messages Gameloft's way, and hopefully they'll get those sorted out soon. Don't know what's caused them to be delayed. They should have been sorted out in the last week, but I don't know I'm not sure what the whole lot could be. Can anybody confirm that this lobby is showing up? No MC5 to Hacksaw, I have not memorized your dog tag and platform. Because I have very many more things that I would rather memorize, which I'm having trouble memorizing. Alright, Fabio Uno. Oh, wait, you can't hear me now, mind. Okay, well, it looks like we've only had one person join anyway, and we've got our next tournament game, so with apologies for getting you guys' hopes up. We will be going to a short break, and then coming back with our next tournament game, so please do stay tuned. Alright guys, let's get our first game of the day underway. As Rock Army, over on the blue side, take on Psychosis over on the red. I'm aware that I think the game sounds may have been dropped off, so I'll get that sorted out for our second game. I think sometimes if I alt-tab out of the PC card, it tends to go a bit funny, so we'll just have to make do with a purely visual display for this first game. Alright, so let's see what these guys have got for us in the early going. It looks like Got's the person we are viewing here, doing some exceptional work on the lack, not slacking off at all. Going to be dropping down some of those scouting drones to see if we can find some extra targets. Psychosis suffering a little bit in the early going. We have got both teams down to 4 members. On the PC, it tends to be that we'll have less connection issues. Generally being that people will tend to play on wired connections, which will generally, be more reliable. We'll see how it pans out. MC5 tags, I've got your details. I'm making a list of people to pass across to Redo at Gameloft to get that looked into. Let's check back in with Got, our big scorer. In fact, I think probably our only person who's got more than 1 point in this game so far. 5-1. 9% accuracy, I think, speaks to not necessarily being a inaccurate shot as much as putting down some covering fire and doing a bit of pre-firing as well. MC5 Taxel, I am definitely not memorizing your dog tag. That is all I will say on the matter. Zeno and the last Psy member, or at least I think that was the last Psy member coming in. Scott's taking cover, popping out to help the rest of the Rock Army push through another kill. 4 minutes 30 left to play. And so far it's looking like Psychosis are getting pretty shut out of the game. Let me just check though. Because we seem to have a Psychosis member on the Rock side. That was a little confusing. I was looking at the kill feed. And they have left again. So hopefully that won't be too bad. I don't know if they got auto-balanced across. I believe they can join. They can choose which team they're joining to. MC5 to Hacksaw. If you win today, I've already got it written down, so I won't need it from you again. But as I said, I don't keep necessarily storage. I'm not going to write it down somewhere. You can just tell me it yourself. I definitely am not providing a dog tag memorization service. Promise TM Gaming. How about you, ESL? Well, I'm not an ESL employee, but there are several ESL admins, Soldier Girl and Winter. Though I think it might primarily be Winter running things today with Soldier Girl helping out on the admin side. This guy's working hard and getting us quickly into games as they have done today. This first round between Rock Army and Psychosis has been relatively dominated by the side of the Rocks. Guts, who we saw be successful earlier on, still continue to rack up an enormous amount of kills, though Psychosis themselves starting to build up some big players. Raw and Tufel, both 5-4 and 4-5 respectively. So getting some decent kills in, but the rest of Rock Army that are themselves stepping up. Kill Now Please. Strangely, I heard some new duel maps are up in line. Do you mean that there's going to be some new duel maps coming in? Let's check back in with Zeno for the side of Rock Army, joining Gots up at the top of the scoreboard, and Axel as well, both on an enormous amount of kills in the early going. Rock continuing to dominate, in fact, nearly more than doubling out for just a moment the Psychosis score. 2 minutes left to play. Construction site seems to have been extremely dominated by the Rock side of things, but there are a few signs of life from the Psychosis side. I think it's coming way too late into proceedings to make any real difference, though. A very comfortable game of 1 for Rock Army. Let's see if we can find any of the other high-scoring players. There we go. Zeno and Gots both trying to race up to the top of the scoreboard. Gots carrying Rock Army through the early game, but now joined by the rest of the Rock Army in the heady lights of that #1 spot. Definitely, if you guys can investigate any reports of new maps coming in, then please do so. I'm not aware of any myself, but it may have slipped past me. As Rock Army secure themselves their first game victory of the day. Now we've been able to jump out of that one. Let me fix the game sounds. So, there we go. Let's see, just making sure everything's coming through okay. Alright, should hopefully be alright for next time round. But do let me know if it's not. And for the moment, we'll pop ourselves to a small break where we get ready for game number 2 between Rock Army and Psychosis. Alright guys, it's looking like we may have a little less psychosis on our hands than perhaps anticipated. But while we've got a moment, why don't we take this chance to look over our brackets for today, since we haven't had a go as of yet. So, as has been pointed out by Kinlow players in the chat, there is a poll going on at the moment on the Modern Combat Facebook page, or rather, let me rephrase, it's not actually active at the moment, but there will be there's a poll that's just ended, and a poll that will begin tomorrow to determine what the next duel map is. That is the 1v1 or 2v2. So please do get voting once it comes round to tomorrow, which will be between, I believe, the Arctic Oil Rig and a codenamed Fun Zone. But enough about that. For the moment, let's check over our bracket. So we've got our number 1 seed Bastardos going up against Outcast to beat out Only Friend. Malparidos versus Full SP, not resolved as of yet. The winner of that will go up against Legend Never Dies and Black of Egypt. I suspect Egypt, perhaps? Rock Army, who I think are going to be... Yes, I think they have advanced to face up against it's a little hard to read. Isgendaris? Maybe, I think that's a word which I haven't come across before. New Bot and, Imperial? Yeah, sorry, New Bot versus Imperial. I think it's Imperial Inca, just with an incredibly long name. Against Batman Du Mao, will go up against the winner of that. So we're just waiting on our next pass key before we get started. Oh, it's Legendaris. Okay, yes, thank you for that, MC5 to Haxo. Trying to figure out some of these names. These guys way too advanced for me. Right. So, while we are waiting, why don't we get things kicked off once again with another custom game, since it looks like, I think, that we may have a bit of a no-show from Psychosis on that last one. So, I'm going to set us up once again. Alright, since we didn't actually get the last Streets team battle going, let's try it one more time. So, Shazam. There we go. So if you'd like to come and join in, ESL 123 is the way to do it. MC5 Tax, so you're surprised there's no Indian team. Yes, I would be surprised as well. Okay, I do apologise, guys, for misleading you somewhat. It looks like we have got our next tournament game coming up between Rock Army and Legendaris. So instead of this custom game, I'll have to leave you guys wanting more once again as we head across to our next tournament game, which will get underway very soon, because it looks like nearly all the players are ready. So, I will bring up that pre-game lobby in just a second. And get all our team names changed over, because of course we've had to say goodbye to Psychosis. And sorry, just a second, I'll need to pull up the Legendaris team page to be able to actually figure out how to type their name, because boy howdy, they have got a strange one. Alright, should be good to go. There we go. Brilliant. So, the Rock Army from Mexico go up against Legendaris, who are from ... Venezuela. Neat. There are a few, as much as been mentioned in the chat, that there are usually a lot of Indian teams, that there isn't today. Venezuela, not a country who have turned out an enormous amount of Mortal Kombat teams that I'm aware of. But hey, they get a chance to show what they're capable of in this next round of competition. Legendaris already beat out LA Fusion Pra, who are from, oh boy, Colombia. Okay. Colombia is a kind of half yellow, blue, pink, I think? The flag's a little small. But okay. Oh, so that's interesting. There's actually was 3 Colombian teams playing today. I think so far 2 of those 3 has been knocked out, but there's still 1 Colombian team left up and running. Kidnaplets, I prefer it if you didn't make any sweeping generalizations about groups of people, because firstly, I don't think it's particularly a nice thing to do, and secondly, whenever anybody makes a sweeping generalization about a group, they are almost always wrong. Interesting. I think we've actually got a Psy member in the unassigned players, which is a little surprising. Hopefully we'll get that sorted out in a second. I think there may be a little bit of a communication problem down there. El Chepe iOS Play, you want a zombie mode in this game? Well, I know certainly people have enjoyed it in other first-person shooter titles. If that's something that you would like to see, definitely send in an email or send a message across on Facebook or on Twitter. And if enough people want something, it's much more likely to be made. Though I'm certainly not aware of any ongoing plans in that regard. I don't see why it couldn't happen. Certainly, I think zombie modes tend to be more popular because are relatively easy to implement because they're using material that's kind of already there. I'm just going to check in with Winter what's going on with these. With these psychosis members, because this is the first time I've seen that happen before, so I'm not sure if there's some connection between the Legendaris teams and the Psychosis team. Let's see. They're certainly both from... No, actually, no. Legendaris is from... They've got somewhat similar flags. But yeah, sorry. Legendaris is from Venezuela and Psychosis from Colombia. So, I don't know. MC5 to Hacksaw, you're sad because Winter was a bit sad at you. How is somebody sad at you? Do you mean they were mad at you? That's usually the way around it works. But please, MC5 to Hacksaw, tell me more. El Chepe, I would like to join the dogs the attack. Not sure what you mean. Are you saying you'd like to have attack dogs in the game? Because that's certainly an interesting idea. I don't know if anything like that's been attempted before, though I have a feeling I'm going to look silly when someone tells me that it's been done hundreds of times before, but I just wasn't aware of it. Isaac Courier, we did not have access to the game due to problems of the ESL board. I'm not sure quite what you mean, Isaac, but if you've got any problems with the ESL tournaments, you can send in a ticket from the ESL main page. But I'm not sure if that's what you mean. I'm not sure. This is literally the first time I think this has ever happened. So we've got some of the team members from one of the previous matches attempting to join the following match. As seemingly as members of one of the other teams. So I'm not sure. I don't know if these guys will end up making a new lobby, because it doesn't look like this one is going to get underway anytime soon. I can see those guys talking in the chat. But I have notified Winter, who's I think believing he's doing head admin stuff for today, and hopefully these guys can all have a bit of a talk with each other in the ESL tournament chat. I think if we don't get this resolved soon, we will just go to a custom game instead, because this is particularly bizarre. So MC5 to Haxel, because the Red Cup, which was 5-6 days ago, a member from Valence known as Turquoise used a concussion grade in ESL. I didn't see it, so I couldn't tell you guys. I'll tell Winter about it. Wait, so I'm confused, MC5 to Haxel. Why would Winter be mad at you because somebody else did something that was against the rules? Man, MC5 to Haxel, you're giving me confusing messages here. He was sad at you. Now he's a bit happy. I'm so confused. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, it doesn't seem like we're really getting anywhere here. I'm just going to have a quick jump across to the YouTube to do a bit of administrative stuff there. So I'll just be a moment. Oh, well, it looks like we're getting underway, which is a little surprising. Okay, well, until I hear otherwise, I guess we're going ahead with this as stands. Rock Army against Legendaris. Alright, so that's unusual, but hey, I guess we'll just go along with it for the time being. It looks like some of the Psychosis members are joining the Legendaris team. I presume after the Rock Army just don't seem to mind. Though, saying that, it seems to be only Psychosis who are actually in the match. Alright, well, that's a little surprising. Okay, well, never mind. That's one of the strangest things I think I've seen for quite some time. Alright, well, I think we will probably end up doing... Okay, they're going to do a new lobby. So it will just be a short moment while I get us into there. It looks like it's been set up already, so we won't need to go to a break. Okay, MC5 Daxel. Well, thank you for helping out the admins. I always appreciate anyone who does. Even if it's not necessarily the... Yeah, if it can't make a difference on a given day, hey, do what you can, do what you can. Alright, so we're getting back into lobby. We'll see if we can get the whole of the Legendaris coming in. I'm not sure if what happened last time round is that Legendaris couldn't field a full squad, and therefore they ended up using a substitute, but very strange stuff, very strange stuff. Alright, while this is all getting sorted out, I'm going to see about getting our first giveaway of the day going on Twitch. So I'll just throw details of that into the chat. Alright, hashtag quarters fine, we're just about to get into quarterfinals. And once we go to break, then you'll see those details live on screen. I'll put them into the various chats as well to make sure everyone gets a chance to enter. So as always, you don't need to actually necessarily be watching primarily on Twitch. Just go over there, drop your entry in, and then you can be part of that giveaway. I'm going to put this up on the Facebook page as well. So guys, even if you're watching on Facebook, just go across to the Twitch page, drop in a hashtag quarter, and then you will be eligible for a chance at 400 credits. So it looks like we got all of the rock side of things. But no Legendaris. MC5 Gamer Pro and Jack Fire W101. Thank you for your entries over there. Good job. I would definitely recommend, well, in addition to what I said before, I would say that the YouTube and Facebook giveaways are the hardest to win because there are the most people watching on those platforms. Twitch and Mob Crush, easily the easiest ones to win. So even if you're not watching primarily on Twitch or Mob Crush, when those giveaways come up, as the Twitch one has now, if you want the best chance at winning, I would definitely go and enter in over there because you can enter on multiple platforms. I think we may have a no-show from Legendaris, which is a little unfortunate. I can only apologise for our lack of tournament games so far. It's kind of unusual. But hey, either way around it, we'll make sure we've got at least some kind of game coming up for you. So why don't we just create a team battle. Let's see if we can get it out before everyone else is ready for their next match. Alright. There's a video on YouTube saying update 20 is coming out soon. Oh, interesting. I'll have to check that out myself. Alright. So let's jump in. Let's see if we can get you guys in. Third time's a charm. Please do come and join in ESL 123. The passkey, fame and fortune await. Come join me on the streets as quick as you can because we only have a very limited amount of time to get these custom games in between tournament matches, and we may well have another one coming up very soon. So let's see how many we can get in. If we get 6 players, then we'll get started, and you guys can always come and join in once the game is underway. Bangladesh, thank you for coming and joining. And Alpha for your entry over on the Twitch page. Kilnell Plus, there's no details in that update 20. Oh, well, that's too bad. I'm sure there will be more details coming out though. I guess that would have the nature of a teaser trailer rather than a real trailer. Alright, got four guys. If we can get just a couple more. I know it's one of those things that the longer we wait, the more players we'll get, but at the same time, the longer we wait, the more chances we won't get to play at all. So I'll put out one more invite and see how many we can get. Ideally, then it will be fine. Shonuff and Surftaz, thank you for your entries over on Twitch. Alright, I think that's all we're going to get for the time being, so it's a bit of a shame to start with uneven teams, but alright, well, to be fair, I'm pretty terrible at the game, so hopefully it won't be too bad. If you'd like to come and even up, the team size is ESL 123 as I said before. Peter should be a bot like Cortana or Siri. Oh boy, I don't know how to take that. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure what you're trying to say. Tornado Gaming, thank you for your entry. Alright, let's get things underway. Trying out a few different things with the commander. I think I've got a couple of new weapons unlocked. Wow, this weapon looks pretty sweet. I think it's not upgraded at all. So it's probably pretty terrible. But hey, it looks cool, and honestly... Oh, I got stuck in a doorway, that's what happens. So that's one of the downsides of having a big shield in your face. It's kind of hard to see what you're doing. Alright, let's see if we can do something without getting horribly murdered. Huh, huh. Soul Catcher, you devil. Well, okay. So I haven't played any today, so that's my excuse for being terrible. Alright, Bangladesh, the first one to join, first one to get my kills. Timothy Green 573, haven't won any giveaways, oh boy. Oh man. Hey from Belarusian. Yes, Mega 21, it is an actual game. Peter Bot, tell me a joke. I'm not your slave. Maybe I am.
Enemy bomber.
Timothy Green 573, you're being noticed. That's right, Senpai has noticed you. There's actually a fair few people streaming on Twitch. Oh man, he was on one life. I'm getting a little bit better at the game, I feel.
Enemy drone spotted.
Oh man, that was embarrassing. Couldn't even kill someone while they were melee. Alright, well I've got... Oh jeez. Let's see, where should I put my sniper turret? In answer to the question of why wasn't I reading any of your comments when I was streaming on Twitch, that's because I was streaming a different game at the time, which was a lot more difficult to stream. Sorry, to commentate, and I probably noticed there wasn't really anybody's comments really in between games, because it's not. That was a MOBA, which is a lot more difficult to do both on. Where's a good place? Where can I put down a turret? Alright, I'm not sure that's actually a very good place. It's shooting through the floor? I don't know. Is it actually hitting somebody? Killer, please. You and your family with exceptionally sensitive hearing. Alright, I think this might not be a bad place. Alright, I think I found a good sniping spot. Oh wow, I got absolutely smashed.
They lost the match.
MC5 to Haxel, Peter, do you swear? I try not to on stream. Certainly, I feel that there are some things which kind of merit it, but I rarely come across those on stream. Bangladesh, first one to join, and also the most accomplished player during that one. Killer, please, you're going to be back. Well, thank you. Timothy Green 573. If you do come across any evidence of somebody using any kind of tools they're not supposed to, then please do get. If it happens to be seen on stream, please do get that footage and send it through to Gameloft. I think people may not join this game again. If that's the case, Surftaz 012. Oh boy. Wait, was that my score last time round? I mean, I can totally believe it was. Can I change my teams? Well, actually, I don't think I can. Can't allow players in MC5 to hack, so stop trying to bully me. Ooh, gersh. Alright. We will, just for the sake of preserving my voice for the duration of these 5 tournaments over the course of the next few days, we will be heading to a small break, but when we do come back, we will have ourselves either another custom game, or perhaps a tournament game. Either way around it, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we are back once again. We haven't got a tournament match as of yet, but I can announce the Twitch giveaway winner, which I'll post across all the chats as well. So our Twitch giveaway winner is JackFarW101. So if you can post your dog tag and platform at JackFar, then you will be put on the list to receive yourself 400 credits direct from Gameloft. These giveaways usually take around 2 weeks or so to get going. Alright, JackFar, just need your platform as well, and then you'll be good to go. Just noting it down. Twitch Far W101. Cool. Yes, JackFar, once you've got your platform, then you'll be locked in. Timothy Green 573. I knew I wouldn't win. Ooh. The giveaway is for 400 in-game credits. So, JackWFar, give me your platform. And then we will move on to our next encounter, which is going to be a custom game. Radio music. I'm starting to get an idea of what it is you're talking about. Radio music, I am not a ESL admin, so I'm afraid I don't have any ability to affect, or I'm neither an ESL admin nor do I work directly for Gameloft. So I have I'm afraid I have no influence on whether or not you can enter the game. Shubham Gupta, yes, it did used to be 500 credits, but the price of crates went down by about half. So 400 credits, which is now what it is actually worth more than the 500 credits it used to be. JackFar W101, still not seeing your platform. So hopefully you will enter that in soon, because I know you're definitely around. I've seen you over on YouTube as well. So JackFar, hopefully you're not so happy about winning you decided to immediately flee the stream at high speed and not be here to give all of your details across. MC5 to Hacksaw, the second giveaway is going to be on Facebook, but the third one will be on Mob Crush, so hopefully you're still around for that. Oh hey, Gots from the Rock team, good to see you back in again. I think we might be able to get started a little bit earlier than expected. Alright, so well. So, our winner from before, JackFar W101, please do post your platform, as both your dog tag and your platform will be needed in order to send you your credits. If you do not post your platform, then your dog tag by itself is unfortunately no good, and we'll have to give the prize to somebody else. So hopefully, JackFar, you are still around. I haven't seen you post for a while, which worries me that you may have indeed done what I said and left the stream. Pro Noob Gameplays would like me to say hi to MC5 to Hacksaw on their behalf. Timothy Green 573, yes, there will be giveaways on Facebook, Mob Crush, and YouTube by the time we are done, in addition to this one on Twitch. So the details will be posted after this game, but for the moment I think we've got enough to get started with. So let's get things on the way. 6 versus 6 on the construction site. Timothy Green, Jack may well have gone to sleep. That will be extremely disappointing for them because we cannot accept their entry if they do not give all of the details requested. But we'll see. Maybe they'll come back again in an intervening time. If by the time we get back, JackWFar 101 has not posted those details, we will have to redraw. Which I know is extremely disappointing for them, but it's just part of the way it works, I'm afraid. Let's see. Go for the old Bramson Pickle.
Let's get him.
Again, radio music. I'm afraid I don't have any capacity to block anybody from any game. But if you're having some issues with joining, please do send a message through to our good ESL friends using a ticket. and they'll be able to help you out as best they can. MC5 to Haxel, tell Pro Noob Gaming, hi from me. I'm not a message delivery service, but I'll do it this one time. Pro Noob Gameplay. MC5 to Haxel says hi as well. Gosh, why don't you guys just go on each other's platforms? Timothy Green 573. Let me make sure I put him to sleep. Timothy Green, you devil. I hope I never become an enemy of yours, Timothy Green, because apparently you have the power to put people to sleep at will. What a terrifying notion. I'm sure I shot that guy. Although rack up those assist points. Let's change to a different class. Oh, actually, this could work quite well. So I hope quite. MC5 to Haxel, that kind of makes me feel a little uncomfortable. So I prefer it if it did not refer to me as chubby and cute. While you may think that other people might find that flattering, I just find it kind of weird. So I prefer you do. Surf Taz, I have good aim. Well, I'm not sure that's true. But thank you for even your sarcastic comments. Oh boy. Alright, it's not working out very well with that. Let's try messing around with a heavy. Timothy Green 573, you really want Vice? Yes, I remember that one. Is the game volume too loud? Okay. Let me turn it down a bit. I think we might have another... Okay, yes, we've got another lobby coming in. Well, fortunately, that kind of works out. So Rock Army versus Noob Bot coming up. And yeah, that's that match completed. So alright, we will be heading ourselves to a small break. We will, of course, be getting our next giveaway underway in a second. Next tour match coming up, it looks like Jack W. Farr never came back, which is a bit of a shame. So if you could enter in hashtag quarter on the Twitch page once more, we will have to redraw on Twitch. And, well, I guess all I can say is let this be a lesson to try and read the instructions properly and give the details that have been requested, because otherwise you will miss out. Alright, so Rock Army versus Noob Bot coming up. We'll be back with that in just a few moments. Alright guys, let's get things going with our next match. Noobbot against Rock Army. This is going to be a semi-final because we have had a few games which have had to have been abandoned early due to administrative issues. Timothy Green 573, I am from England, or the United Kingdom as a larger entity. Where are you from, Timothy Green? MC5 to Hacksaw. I think in answer to the question, I kind of feel like maybe you should try and establish your own identity as opposed to trying to be a knockoff Hacksaw, because honestly, it's just confusing. I would like to see you try and just be yourself, man. Don't just try and be somebody else. Muji gameplays. What team do you think is going to win? Well, Noobbot come in as a number 7 team, the team from playing over the red side from Germany. Sorry, playing on the blue side. From Germany, go up against Mexico's Rock Army. Now we've only actually seen Rock Army play the single time, in which case they did so well that the opposing team actually abandoned ship before even getting into their second game. But we'll see how well they're going to be tested going up against the German team Noobbot. Timothy Green, you're a Native American currently in Japan. Interesting. As in a Native American, or as in someone who is native to America? Sorry if that's kind of a dumb question, but there's so many countries of people in here that I always try and make sure I'm talking about the right place before, or that I'm completely sure before I start talking about where somebody's from. MC5 to Hacksaw, you went to England in December. Neat. Which part of England did you go to? I hope it was something like this semi-final between Noobbot and Rock Army, in that you got to visit a lot of aircraft hangars and probably play paintball in them, as this is most apt to represent. Pro Noob gameplays, ESL is basically sniping matches now. I think that's reasonable, though to be fair, certainly in the red and blue cups there have been more variety. I think that the BSW and the LAC have been fairly ubiquitous for a while, but I think teams are starting to adapt. The more successful teams are changing the meta at the moment, going for more assault class and recon kind of play, which I think deals quite well with the sniper sniper classes being very, very prevalent. So we'll see. Certainly, it can take a while before the meta change maybe sticks, or if it doesn't. But so far, I've seen it work pretty well to actually stay away from the BSW. This time, though, of course, a lot of teams finding a lot of success with that sniper style, particularly on Scramble, the map known for its extremely strange sightlines across the place. As you can see here, Xeno looking through. There's so many places where you can be almost totally concealed, but still have a sightline onto the opposing team, meaning sniping is extremely strong. Timothy Green, my parents are from the States, but I was born in Japan. So I don't know what I should call myself. Interesting. That's a good question. If you're raised in Japan, I don't know if that. I honestly don't know about that question of what someone's identity would be if they were raised. If someone's parents are from a particular country, but they were raised entirely in a different country. And so you actually went to London, you went to Big Ben and Tower of London. Yep, well, those are the places to go. The things to see, much as we see Rock Army managing to seize themselves the day. The Mexican team over the red, doing pretty well, coming out slowly ahead. Pro Noob Gameplays Rock taking the lead, and not apparently pleased about this Pro Noob. I take it you are a supporter of the Noobbot team from Germany. Got the kill streaks coming in. The bomber coming across as Atom Duck does some nice work. Evidently, oh my god, Atom Duck 19-13 right now. That's crazy. Though the only problem with that kill death number is they are only ahead by 5. So I don't know. I mean, well, we've got a very even game, honestly, between Noobbot and Rock Army, as Atom Duck gets another couple of kills coming through. MC5 to Hacksaw, you're Indian, born in USA, and parents from UK. My parents are from India. Oh, interesting. Let's drop in with Xeno. Or maybe you guys can tell me about your experiences growing up in a different country than your parents are originally from. I have not experienced that myself, so I don't have really a good frame of reference. But it's an interesting idea. Let's see if we can mix things up a little bit, switching to a static camera. So you see Rock Army surrounding the storage hangar, but Atom Duck firing out from inside and getting a whole bunch of kills for their troubles. Let's see if we can... I don't know if we're going to be able to switch to Atom Duck, because the PC controls the Spectator are a little wonky, which means that we can't necessarily always get who we're looking for. Let's see. Yeah. Nope, it skipped to Atom Duck. There we go. Alright, so I know you guys wanted to see a little bit of Atom Duck, because they've been doing crazy big numbers on the kills and deaths front. Oh, Jackfar W101. Phew, you have come back just in time. We're about to redraw. So Jackfar, we need your platform, not your server. So that's something like iOS, PC, or Android. Hey Emily Roland, good to see you. We're just about to close out this first game between Noobbot and Rock Army. Atom Duck has been putting in crazy big numbers in this game, but we'll go down to George. It's coming down to that last kill. Will Atom Duck be the one to find it? No! It will in fact go across to player, and game one into the hands of Noobbot from Germany. That was a pretty neat match. Our semi-final, getting things done. Alright, so Jackfar W101, if you can give me your dog tag and platform, we will get the second giveaway underway, which will be on our Facebook page. So let's see. Let's make sure those details are correct, and I'm going to start putting them out. So it's hashtag semi on the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/moderncombat. And I will, of course, put that across everywhere that it matters to. So please do get your entries coming in on Facebook, and hopefully we'll hear back again from Jackfar with that platform, so we can get that all sorted out. But for now, set hashtag semi on Facebook, and we will get our second game between Rock Army and Noobbot underway as soon as it is available. Alright, let's get things underway as Noob Bots from Germany take on Rock Army from Mexico in the second semi-final match between the two. Our Facebook giveaway is going on at the moment with hashtag semi being the way to get in on that. We will be ending the Facebook giveaway pretty quickly because we've got a bunch of giveaways to get through and we've really gone through our tournament very fast. So get your entries in while you can and we'll see if Rock Army are able to equalize in this best of 3 series. Atom Duck, I think Pro Noob gameplays, yes. Atom Duck definitely going to be the crowd favourite coming into this one. Turning in some absolutely ludicrous numbers last time round. We'll see if they can do it once more now. We've headed to the somewhat different confines of the museum. A lot of different kind of places or styles of fighting available as Atom Duck, well, maybe we get to see some of why Atom Duck had those crazy big numbers. Goes in, actually manages to reset the overload. That's the first time I've seen someone do that for quite a long time on the morph. So there you go, once you get taken down to the 30% health, you can reset your incoming death by being able to melee out someone. Atom Duck shoots George C in the hands. Crazy stuff so far. We'll see how well Atom Duck is able to win over the crowds. Certainly, I can appreciate the duck part of the name, but perhaps there can only be one duck in this town. I don't know. Rock Army have managed to get themselves a decent start to proceedings, so let's pop across if we can and see if we can find some of their players. Zeno yet to land a kill. Oh, let's see who we can get. Oh, guess it's just Zeno. Alright. Oh, there we go. Axel, 1 and 2 so far. And look, George C. I think is actually the best performing member of Rock Army at the moment, who've taken quite a lot of deaths, particularly on George in the early going. MC5 tags, why isn't there a blue and red cup for PC and Android? I presume because just the numbers aren't quite there. But in the near future there will be a server merge between iOS and Android. Therefore, kind of getting you halfway there, which is that there will be blue and red Android cups because they will be the same thing as iOS and Android will be server merged, and then there will be no distinction between the two. So they'll be sharing the red and blue cups, which will mean that all Friday tournaments, or rather all Saturday tournaments, I suppose, if everything goes to plan, will be PC ones. So we get a lot more PC action. Let's check in with Sonic for the side of Noobbot, not landing any kills or deaths so far, and only in fact firing 1 shot. I think Sonic taking the very cautious approach. Let's see who else we can find here. Assassin taking cover, Player as well. Let's see. And let's see if we can get us back on to Atom Duck. There we go. 8 and 4 so far, taking out George again, eclipsing the rest of the Noobbot team. Makes you wonder if Atom Duck seems... Sometimes we do see some super teams really emerge, and Atom Duck is a massive standout player for the side of Noobbot. Makes you wonder what a team with Atom Duck and a bunch of other players who can keep up with Atom Duck would look like. Atom Duck gets another kill coming through, 12 and 4 so far. Doing an incredibly good job. Lands another kill onto George. And Axel goes down as well as Player gets the kill. And the Duck looking for more. That lack has not erred so far. But a double flankaroonie comes in. Atom Duck manages to take out 1. I believe there's still another member of the Rock Army trying to come around the back. Grenade goes down. I think Atom Duck looking for those close range snipes, but it's Player who manages to get the final kill through as Atom Duck gets tagged, but not fiercely enough to go down. (14 and 4 so far. Player for the side of the Noobbots starting to step up a little bit, but nobody over on the side of Rock Army really getting out of the gates too much, as Gots and George both get kills. Atom Duck and Sonic trade them back, and Atom Duck gets one more, but we maybe are starting to see the Rock Army coming back into this one a little bit, as Atom Duck goes down to that 0% health, but just about survives. A couple more kills coming in. Now 10 behind for the Mexican team Rock Army. Who look like they might actually be starting to catch up, but of course the moment I say that, there is even more kills for the side of Noobbot. If Noobbot win out this game, they will be heading to our grand finals, in which case we will be stopping our Facebook giveaway there and drawing a winner. Atom Duck gonna get tagged. Will they be able to get the melee kill again? They managed to do it. Atom Duck, twice in a single match, managing to get that reset on the overload, which, as I said before, I very rarely actually get to see, but really nice positioning from Atom Duck, showing off what they're made of. Timothy Green, I do believe you are correct. It certainly seems that Atom Duck is on a completely different level to everybody else in this game, but there's still a lot to go. Atom Duck going to get tagged there. I don't think this time round they're going to be able to get that melee kill to reset. The will finally fall. Noobbot, though, only 4 kills separating them from this game to semi-final victory. It's oh so very close. We do see some of the members of Rock able to pick up some score by the end of the game, but with player alongside Atom Duck, it seemed like an impossible task for the Mexican team. Kill our players, you love the sound of a lack reload, well, you're in the right place. Alright, final kill comes through for Noobbot. They have secured their place in our grand finals, and it also means that our Facebook giveaway, as swiftly as it started, is now over. So, our winner on Facebook will be Alex T. William. Alex T. William. If you could post your dog tag and platform, then you'll be put in for those 400 credits. So while we are here, I'm going to have a quick look across and see what's going on with the rest of the bracket, because in fact I'll bring you guys across as well. Let's move that one up a bit. So we can see that the Bastardos waiting in the semi-finals for their opponents between Full SB and Legend Never Dies. Rock Army and Noobbot concluded, with Noobbot getting the 2-0 and the pass through to the finals. So we are almost done with today's PC tournament. These guys have been going through extremely quickly. Either way around it. Once more, if we put the call out, Alex T. William. Alex T. William. Oh, there you go. If you could post your dog tag and platform, 400 credits will be on your way, coming to you in the next couple of weeks. Alright, brilliant. Thank you, Alex T. William. Alright, we will be back with our next game coming up shortly. Alright guys, we are back once again. Custom game coming your way as we wait for the other semi-final to get populated. So if you'd like to come and join, just as always, ESL 123, we're going to go to the museum for a free-for-all action. Mob Crush giveaway is still ongoing. Tornado Gaming, could you lay off the caps please? It's a little unnecessary. Hashtag semi over on the Mob Crush page to get your entry in. Jackfar W101, thank you for confirming that you are a PC player. So that means that the Twitch giveaway is fully finalized. Alright, Mob Crush is what it's all about right now. And let's see if we can get a few more of you guys in for this custom game to join me in Supremacia. Supremacia? Yeah. We'll see how many we can get in before we get started with our next semi-final. This Mob Crush semi-final giveaway will end when the when the next semi-final is concluded. So you've got a little while to enter. Alright, Mr. Yazon. We'll see if we get a few more. I'll do one more round of invites, and you guys can always join in once the game has started, as always. Weirdest Child, Pro Noob Gameplays. The giveaway is on Mob Crush, not on YouTube. You need to go onto YouTube, and I'll tell you what, I'll put the details in there. Sahil, if you'd like to join the game, ESL123 is the passkey, or there will be an invite in the global chat as well. Pro Noob Gameplays, you just had a haircut, now you're cold. I guess. Well, it feels a little silly just to now take a hat, but alright, well, if we get started with the, I'll just do one more invite once that goes out, and I guess we'll get underway with just the three of us, Supremacia, Mr. Yazon, and we'll just kill a little bit of time till we get underway with the tournament once again. Hey Taku, MC5 to Hacksaw. Would I like to meet my fans? I don't think it's really possible, given that I am located out of the way in Devon in England. I think fan meetups are very few and far between, and I'm not sure I necessarily consider myself to have enough fans to make that worthwhile currently. But thank you for asking. So here, it might be that you're on a different server, and that's why you're not able to find the invite, which would be a shame. We'll see. Alright.
Let's do this.
Let's see if I can find myself Mr. Yazon or Supremacia. I think I need to get the high ground. Oh no! Mr. Yazon shot me in the butt. Taku, you're the tastiest of the tacos. That's quite a claim. Crank, you came to say one word, you got tagged 4 times? Well, you must be doing so. Ah, thank you, MC5 for Hacksaw. I didn't realise I forgot to change back to music. Oh boy, my experiment with being a sniper is not going very well. Oh man, alright. Let's change things up. Let's try being an assault. See how that works out. Doop doop boop 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 doop. Hey Chichi D, how's it going? ESL123 if you'd like to come and join in this game, hashtag semi on the Mob Crush page if you want to join in the giveaway. We're just waiting on our next tour match, we're killing a little bit of time. See from Rassia, taking some of my bullets there. Oh boy! The game volume's too low now. Oh boy, well let's try putting it up a little bit. Sahil, what I use to stream over 4 platforms at the same time doesn't take any more internet than streaming to one. It's a service called Restream.io that takes what you're putting out and then puts it and does. So Restream takes what you've takes your stream and then distributes it to the 4 platforms for you. Oh boy. Oh, you want me to reduce the game volume? I thought you wanted me to increase the game volume. How confusing. I think we've got a few more people. Yeah, we've got a few more. I got my kill! And now I can have a COD. Ah! Oh, I see what it is. Yes. It's because of the keys I've got set up to turn the music on and off. I'll have to change that to something I can't accidentally press while I'm in game. So I've currently got it set to control and shift at the same time. And that's why when I've been running and also sliding, that's what's caused it to switch back. So I'll have to change it to 2 keys that are not adjacent to each other. So live and learn. Oh man! Oh man! Hello, big head. Mr. Yazan, I almost got you. MC5 to hack, so if I'm starting to think that you might just be messing with me because you keep telling me to turn your volume up, down, at which point I'm going to stop listening to you, because if you're just telling me stuff that is not true. Unless it's, I don't know, Mr. Yazan. Okay, no, Mr. Yazan's still on that final kill. Let's see if we can be that final kill. It's good to have aspirations. There we go, Mr. Yazan dominating. In that free-for-all. Impressive stuff. We'll have to keep an eye on Mr. Yazan, see if we see them turn up. Alright. So we'll head ourselves to a wee break. We will be back in 7 minutes with either another game or another custom game. See you guys then. Alright guys, we have got our other semi-final coming up shortly between Bastardos and Legend Never Dies, but until we get to that point, why don't we just kill a little bit of time with a showdown tournament. That's right, it's time to duel! Come and join me, ESL123, as always. We'll need to get a little bit filled up before we can really get this one started because of the way which the showdown tournament works. So please do come and join. Oh, never mind. We have got the pass key for that first game, so I do apologise. Fortunately, this has all happened before we've actually got anybody in. But we will be heading to that semi-final game, starting in just, hopefully, a couple of minutes. Apologies for any of you guys who are on the way to that custom game, but we always do have to favour our tournament games, as you might expect, for a tournament stream. And we'll be back with that first semi-final game in just a few moments. Alright guys, let's get this other semi-final underway. As Legend Never Dies from France take on Bastardos from Argentina. Hey Crank, I think you have been in the chat for a while and love Sonic. Both frequent players on the stream. We will be drawing the Mob Crush winner at the end of this semi-final. Yes, MC5 tracks, I just realised that I forgot to turn the music on. I do apologise for that. If I heard any disturbing sounds from my side of the desk, I apologise. I'll make sure that I get that for the rest of the stream. I was changing up the MC5 tracks, now you're telling me to make the game volume lower. I guess we'll get there eventually. Alright, back into things. Please do let me know if the game volume is where it needs to be. notice some rather strange things coming across from the YouTube channel. Please try and be respectful of each other and not give anybody a hard time for anything about them. If you do, which obviously includes gender, race, or anything else. If I see that, which I won't necessarily be 100% watching all the time, but if I do see that, then people will start getting timeouts and potentially bans. So be nice to each other and don't be weird. Alright, let's pop around and see who we can find. Louis P. Certainly a long time player. MC5 tax, I don't think a face cam would add that much. So here, what I'd use is the Google random number generator, and then I go back through the entries, use it at ignoring any duplicate entries, and then from there we decide our winner. Yes, it's using the Google random number generator. Once we go onto YouTube, we'll use Nightbot for that, but that's the only platform we've got an actual bot to do the giveaway from. You guys on YouTube having a fight with Nightbot. Shucks. Alright, LND Born, our #1 scorer at the moment with 4 kills and just 2 deaths. Rocking the BSW, as is the fashion nowadays, finds a great place to pop Gene M through. Just like as we were talking about before, those really strong sight lines on Scramble, very abusable by the snipers. Hopefully I'm not going to... LND Born is the leader of the Legend Never Dies teams. That makes sense, they're the only person actually rocking the clan tag, so that makes sense. I generally use random.org, uses atmospheric noises. I'm not really sure if I'm really looking for a random number generator to make funny noises. Scar, from the side of LND, doing some really nice work with the BSW as well. 6-1, yeah, actually the best individual performance in the game. MC5 to Haxor, as I said before. I don't tend to use facecam because I don't really believe that it was going to add that much to the stream, and it's just something which I'd have to remember to turn off and on again. I feel like it's more of a thing for when someone's streaming, just because it gives them more to look at. Whereas in this case, I feel like the action is more concentrated on the tournament itself. I'm not really sure. So here, no atmospheric noises is kind of a random algorithm. Oh. Huh? I'm so confused, Sahil. Maybe I'll have a look into that a bit later on. Scar taking cover from the far incoming from the Bastardos. As Ronnie and Louis P both pick up kills there. Scar finally breaks cover, immediately gets cut down. LND still remain in the lead. 2 minutes left to play on this first semi-final game as Popeye takes out the recon chopper. Booty looking... Oh, nice shot there on Louis P. It's still dead even though just under 2 minutes left to play. Every single kill is going to come into things here. Canal players, you don't want to see faces, don't want to see the game, no offense. No offense taken. I think there are maybe some plans for introducing more things for finals down the line, but it tends to be that again, I'm not sure it necessarily adds too much to the proceedings. Louis P, 10-5 so far. Still pretty even between the two. Legend Never Dies have got themselves a decent lead, but oh, sorry, I misread the misread the score. Let me start over again. The Bastardos from Argentina are the ones with the substantial lead. 7 kills ahead, 1 minute left to play. Booty gets a kill down. Louis P gonna trade it back straight away. Goes head to head with John Parker, takes him to the mat, takes out Scar as well. Louis P on fire, going from a 10-5 record to 14-5 in quick succession. I think may well have secured this game one for the Argentinians. And that will be it. The 50 score limit is reached. Bastardos looking extremely good on the game one. Winning out by an 18 kill margin. It is going to be Boyk, I think Boyk, possibly? Yes, Boyk with the most kills, but Louis P with the best kill death there. 15-5 to 17-9 means that the ratio is just a little bit better. Alright, so we've got at least one more game between these two. Please do stay tuned and we'll be back with that game soon. Mob Crush giveaway will be over when this semi-final is done. alright. If you guys would like to come and join in, we're going to do a team battle on Vantage while we wait for the second semi-final game between the legend Never Dies and the Bastardos from Argentina. Pro Noob Gameplays, I put on the spam prevention for Nightbot since I've just recently had access to the Nightbot commands and all that kind of fun business. So if you repeat the same message in a short amount of time, it will time you out, because on the assumption that you're probably spamming. I believe it will give you a warning the first time round, and if you do it again, then you'll get a longer timeout. I think it's only like 5 seconds the first time round, and then beyond that it's a lot longer. So hopefully everyone will figure out what they need to do to avoid getting banned out. But anyway, ESL 123. Or look in the global chat for your entry into this game. We'll get started when we've got 6 people. Have had to time out 1 or 2 people in the YouTube chat for getting kind of weird. So I appreciate if you guys can show a little bit of restraint when it comes to not hassling other people in the chat. Because I will definitely go out my way to make sure that the chat is not a place which is full of people being weird. Nath, what was the question you were asking? Don't see it. Nath, could you ask again? Sahil, I'm playing on the EU server because I'm from England. Pro New Gameplays. If you put yourself up against Nightbot, I know who I would be betting on. Let's see. Okay, we have got our pass key for the next semi-final game, so sorry about this, guys. This is unfortunately so often the way. I'm trying to get these custom games in where I can, but at the same time, Winter, our hard-working admin of the day, is also working hard to bring us the matches as soon as possible, so I'll have to leave you guys with this particular one while we get into lobby for our second Bastardos Legend Never Dies semi-final game 2. Alright guys, let's get into it once more. The Bastardos from Argentina, taking on Legend Never Dies from France. From what we saw in game 1, Louis P, going to be one of those players to watch in this game. But we'll see if Legend Never Dies can pull things back. Seems like the Bastardos hanging together quite closely as a team. And for LND, they're going to be swarming in from multiple sides. A booty connecting means that the full lineup of Legend Never Dies is going to be here. I don't know if the Legends will go for this push before the last member is fully in place. I think we'll see a little bit of a delay on that offensive push. Born, apparently the team leader, will get taken out as the first casualty of the game. And without their team leader in place to make the shot calls, this could be dicey. John Parker, though, does push for a kill to equalize in the early going. Maro doing the same to respond. 2-1 to the Bastardos, the Argentinians, starting this one off very slow and steady, looking to try and draw as many Legends into their sights. A booty leaving out again. So it would seem to make sense for Legend Never Dies as a team, given that they are behind right now, which is normally what the Bastardos will be waiting for. Because, of course, with the timer running out, the Bastardos will win automatically. Legend Never Dies will be forced to come to them. But if Legend Never Dies are operating with a less than full lineup, they cannot afford to take a full 5-on-5 team fight. Instead, trying to pick off individual kills, not working out tremendously well so far. John Park going to be coming around from the side, get picked off by Boyk almost straight away. John Parker coming round again, looking for another avenue in, drops a nice grenade across. Doesn't force down a kill though, as Louis P and other Bastardos members picking up even more kills, 7-1 so far. Boyk doing some really nice work for the side of the Argentinians. Now over the blue from being the red last time round. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left to play. Bastardos, as much as they look good in game number 1, looking even better in game 2. If the Bastardos do win here, they will be going to our grand finals as well. So do get your last entries in on the Mob Crush platform, because if that does happen, our Mob Crush giveaway will cease and we will move on to YouTube for our final giveaway of the day. Can our players quack on every kill? No. No, I will not do that. Because it would be intensely annoying for everybody involved, I suspect. That's a hill. If you'd like to get into ESL to play in the tournaments, then head to play.esl gaming. I'm trying to remember the ESL URL offhand. Yes, if you head to YouTube and put in !ESL, you can get a link yourself that way. Otherwise, perhaps Killer Players might be kind enough to pick up that link for you, since I don't know if I'll be able to alt tab without crashing the game. It's a little tricky on the PC. But yes, there's 4 more tournaments coming after this one is done. One a little bit later on. In fact, that's going to be coming up at 8, so it's going to be 4 hours and 25 minutes from now, I think. Yeah, that's right. 1 in the morning my time, so I'm going to have a nap before that one comes up. Alright, Sahil, yes, if you find the YouTube channel, put in !ESL and then you'll be able to get sent to the right place. There it is, play.eslgaming.com/modern combat. So here it's 1 AM here, so you're going to go to sleep. Then I can completely understand your position. Bastardos really ludicrously far ahead as we come up on the 2-minute remaining mark. Oh, Kinopolis, that's very kind of you. So there are tournaments at different times of day for different parts of the world. I mean, the PC one's kind of a bit universal in that we just kind of, it's just sort of put roughly where most people will be able to attend it. But there are red and blue cups for the iOS and Android, aimed at different audiences. Yes, Kinopolis, that's very kind of you. Alright, 1 minute 30 left to play, Bastardos. Honestly, just kind of styling at this point. The John Parker 10 and 21. Suffering many deaths at the side of the Argentinian team, Bastardos. Looking very, very good for that grand final spot. Louis P, the big player from the team, I think is going to be the top scorer. No, actually, it's going to be Ronnie, 14 and 7. Note them down as a potential person to look out for in our finals, but that does mean that our Mob Crush giveaway is concluded. So with that in mind, let's see who is going to be our winner on Mob Crush. Alright, our Mob Crush winner will be Gruff Lunatic. Gruff Lunatic, if you can post your dog tag and platform. Let's see, are you still around? Commiserations to Hill, not this time. There will be another giveaway on YouTube after this. Let's see. Have Gruff Lunatic posted recently? Oh, okay. Well, Gruff Lunatic already put down their details in the chat, which is probably quite sensible of them. So, congratulations, Gruff Lunatic. For after the fact, I suppose. We'll be moving to YouTube for our last game of the day, just to let our admins know. Because we've got a grand finals on the way, our YouTube giveaway will be taking place during that grand finals. Do bear in mind that there are some special conditions on the YouTube giveaway which do not apply anywhere else, which is if you enter in multiple times on the YouTube page, then your entry will not count. Let me reiterate that. Multiple entries will disqualify you from winning on YouTube. So the entry will be #finals. A single entry is all you need. Let me just make sure that's all set up. Let's see. Keyword #finals. All right. So if you'd like to get in on this, #finals is all you need to be able to be eligible. And we'll have the details of that up in a few moments. For now, though, we'll head into a break and we'll be back soon. Alright guys, we're back once again waiting on the grand finals to get underway. But while we do, we'll see if we can get ourselves into a team battle on overtime ESL 123. As always, will be our way, or your way, both of our ways, let's say, of getting into the game. So please come and join me and Supremacist in taking part on an on-stream game while we've got the chance. We have got our finals being set up at the moment, so we may have to abandon ship, but for now we'll see if we can get this game underway. As always, hopefully I'll try and be sort of as clear as possible with this, that the custom games always take a backseat to tournament games, but I can understand it can be a little frustrating. We just need to get people in here as quickly as possible really, and then we'll have the most on-stream game possible. We'll see if we can get 6. But if not, I guess we could always get going as a 1v1 on overtime. I think it's a little bit of a big map to really make that practical. But we'll see. Hopefully there's some more people who like to play ESL 123 or the global invite. But for now, I guess we'll just get started. So we've got something on stream while we're waiting. Alright, let's get things underway. We'll try our luck with some sniping action. Supremacist, your time has come. As always,
We can do this.
you can join in with all of this good stuff. Alright, I have had it confirmed by Winter, our admin who's doing things, that due to an admin decision, it's actually going to be Legend Never Dies moving on to our grand final hit today to take on Noob Bots. So that's a change from the Bastardos, who have had an admin decision, which means they will no longer be continuing in the tournament. So check the brackets if you'd like to have confirmation. But from what I've been told, Legend Never Dies versus Noob Bot will be our best of 5 grand finals coming up. Alright, so yes, definitely not enough players really here. We'll see if we can find each other. Overtime is a little bit of a large map. Hopefully, before the end of the time runs out, we'll actually get to shoot each other a little bit. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, hello. Where did he go? Alright, we've got Sombra coming in as well. So, sniping working out relatively well, though nothing actually to do with my sniping skill, which is probably for the best, honestly. Let's see if we can find ourselves some more targets. ESL 123, as always, we'll let you in to the game. Aha! Supremacist gets Supremacist. I'll get a hang of the name eventually. Gets a little bit of revenge. Yes, Pro Noob, it's all about the thermal scopes. I'm not really used to using them. Oh, well, if Sombra hadn't already taken them out, I would have done a pretty good job. I kind of feel like the thermal scope is really, really good for certain maps. And... oh, where did I get shot from? Ah, Supremacist. Sneaky beaky. Got 4 people in the game now, so it's not too bad. So I didn't actually realise I had the thermal scope for a while, but now I do. Let's see if we can sneak up on anybody else. Oh, I think I saw movement through there. Oh, okay, never mind. There we go. We've got 6 people in. Let's see how much fun we can have with the pistol now. Any more? Any takers? I kind of feel like this should be a good sniping spot, but I'm not sure there's that much through traffic. Yeah, I'm kind of left out.
They got the upper hand.
Ah, assists.
Recon
Yes,
active.
Pro Noob, I definitely agree with you. Thermal scope on the rooftops, definitely the way to go. Oh man, I don't think I hit a single shot there. Ah, well, the Sombra have been on the other team. Oh man, I got taken out by a shotgun. Interesting. Alright, let's spend some time with the LAC. See how that's done. Excellent, excellent. Getting a few more souls in there. MC5 fact, so I'm not sure if I really was doing a good job with the sniper, because I've only ever killed someone and that was with a pistol. But I'm trying to learn, doing the old spending a lot of time doing something. Oh gosh. Yeah, I had two people on me then. Showing the value of working as a team. It's very hard to beat two people as one. Whoa. I die. I kind of feel it lacks a little easier in that at least it's not bolt action, so I can just, you know, practice firing a lot without necessarily
recon aircraft spotted.
being punished. Oh god! I mean, oh gosh.
Recon active.
Well, did something useful. Oh boy. For new gameplays, even the golden lac is not enough to help me out here. Sahil Sharma, when's the next update coming? I'm not sure as of yet. I keep there has been a teaser. Has been a teaser posted for the next update, so I don't imagine it's going to be super far away, but I'm afraid I don't have any details as of yet. I was really pleased with myself that I managed to drop down behind the opposing team. Didn't work out very well, but the theory was good. Oh boy, I feel like my tactical play is getting a little bit better, even if my aim is still pretty atrocious. Ah! Danny Ramos PvP, you are correct. I would not describe myself as anything but the biggest noob. Alright, we have got a pass key for our next tournament game, our grand finals in fact, for Legend Never Dies versus Noob Bot. So we'll get that underway in just a second. And our YouTube giveaway is officially underway. Alright guys, let's get things underway. As new bot from Germany over on the red, Legend Never Dies over on the blue from France. Let's get this best of 5 underway, starting on Vantage. We'll see which of these teams can secure that high ground. Oh, hello. Well, there we go. Phew. For a second, I've had a hiccup. But it's turned out just to be a hiccup. So, we're back with crowd favourite Atom Duck, keeper of the keys for new bot. The German team very much relying on Atom Duck's incredible scorelines in the previous games to even make it to this point. Now we'll see if the Duck has got wings. John Parker and a booty managed to take down the center of the new bot team. Legend Never Dies, kicking things off exceptionally well. Let's see. John Parker 2-0 so far. A clean sheet for the moment with a 50% accuracy is not too bad. I think could have actually taken that last shot just then, but only a half, even a fraction of a second to take it. Atom Duck goes down once more. Legend Never Dies starting off extremely well to be able to keep that big scoring member of new bot out of rotation. We can definitely see that there's still some Atom Duck fans in the chat, and well-earned fans they are, but Legend Never Dies popping off here. The French team going absolutely crazy. MC5 Hacksaw, I'll address your question about the UK Shoutcaster video between games, because it's all about Modern Combat 5 right now. As Legend Never Dies absolutely ruling the roost in the early going. Just 2 minutes, or nearly 2 minutes done, and already more than 20 kills ahead. Legend Never Dies picking up even more. John Park and the rest of the team absolutely tearing things up. Let's check on how Atom Duck is doing. Only 1 kill so far. This is pretty heinous for new bot. This game on Advantage just completely out of control. Every single exchange of gunfire going in favour of the French team on blue. Sahil Sharma, do I need to enter again, Counterfeit? No. On YouTube, in fact, entering in multiple times will disqualify you. So hashtag finals. If you've already entered on YouTube, you don't need to do anything else, just leave it as it is. And your entry will have been collected by Nightbot. If you enter in multiple times, you will become disqualified. So, be aware. Yes, Pro Noob Gameplays, new bot are getting a little riggedy wrecked right now. Wow, we haven't even reached the halfway mark time-wise of the game, and already Legend Never Dies cruising up on that 50 kill limit. The pace seems to have slackened for just a second, maybe. I shouldn't have said that. As Scar picks up another kill. A couple of ones come through for Noob Bot, but at this point, I kind of feel like it's just a case of salvaging pride from the Noob Bot side to at least get some kills in this game to show they're capable of standing up to Legend Never Dies, though the evidence seems to certainly suggest that Legends have managed to start off this best of 5 series the best. Pro Noob Gameplays, I believe the cut-off is 3 times. If I remember correctly what I set Nightbot to. You can enter in twice, but if you, which will not increase your chances, but the entering in 3 times will disqualify you entirely. There we go, Legend Never Dies, take game number 1, 50-17. We'll see what Noobot can do in game 2, but it's looked like we might, well, if Legend Never Dies keep playing like that, we could easily be looking at a 3-0. YouTube giveaway will be drawn once this series is done, so if you haven't entered already, please do so swiftly. If you have entered already, please do not enter again, or you risk being disqualified. But either way around it, we have got game 2 coming up. MC5 to Hacks, in answer to your question about the UK Shoutcaster video, is something that I do, is I'm attempting to help Shoutcasters as a whole in the UK develop. So as an experiment, I ran a analyst desk directed at helping people get a bit of practice on the kind of the that kind of thing. But anyway, that's more of a thing about me and less of a thing about the finals themselves. So we will be heading to a break. Next game coming up soon. Let's get stuck back into things. Looks like the teams have stayed on the same tide. Legend Never Dies over on the blue side. Noob Bot from Germany over on the red. MC5 to Hacksaw Gruff left their details in the chat before and they managed to turn them up. So that's why, even though it wasn't here to respond, it was still alright. I can't guarantee that if you leave your details in the chat, I'll be able to find them. So I would definitely recommend most of the time to be here to respond. If I can't find your details, then I'll have to redraw. I've just got a message through asking how to contact the ESL admins. If you go onto the Modern Combat 5 ESL page, there'll be a place to file a support ticket there. So that's the best way to get in touch with them. So, Game 2 underway. Game 1 was dominated by Legend Never Dies, putting on an incredible performance, locking out the fan favourite Atom Duck from really getting anywhere at all. We'll see if we get a similar performance this time round. Born, the leader of Legend Never Dies, or at least apparently, suddenly leading in a score right now, manages to get a flank across onto Atom Duck and pluck those tail feathers before they manage to take flight. Bourne gets another kill on Assassin, then Sonic goes down to a shot from Scar before finally a respawn in from Newbot allows for the L&D Bourne to go down, but right now it's looking like a repeat performance of game number 1. Vantage dominated, construction site looks to be going much the same way as well. Legend Never Dies looking extremely good. Paul Parman, I'm afraid there's no definite information about the next update, but it should be coming relatively soon because we are in a teaser territory at the moment, which suggests that new information will be coming out sooner rather than later. Legend Never Dies doubling out the score of Newbot, but last time round, by the end of the game, Newbot had only gotten 2 more kills than this. So, things are looking up a little bit from the German team, but it's still not remotely close to near enough. As the acceleration begins towards that 50 kill mark, 40 already being reached before the halfway mark in the game. We may not even see the halfway mark in the game the way things are going. Bourne 14 and 5. Honestly, along with Popeye, probably the only players to watch because they are tearing things up. We'll see if we can get Popeye as a booty gets into close quarters. Bourne and John Parker both get kills. And wow, that's exactly the same score as game number 1. As Legend Never Dies roll over 50-17 again. Let me just grab the... Someone just messaged me about the admin thing, so let me just see if I can find it for them. But yes, generally you go to the tournament page, and then I believe the support page. Yes, there we go. I'll just send it through to them now. Alright. We will be back with Game 3 of our Grand Finals coming up shortly. So please do stay tuned, and we'll be back soon. Welcome back, everyone. The potential last game of our grand finals is here, and the rooftops are where it's going to take place. Alpha Wolf, thank you for dropping by the stream. Do not worry, there'll be plenty more Modern Combat 5 action over the course of this weekend, so we will be back in, let's see, just under 5 hours for our next tournament, our monthly finals. So if you want to come and join in on that one, or take part, then you can. Noobbot, the team from Germany fighting for survival against Legend Never Dies, the French team who have dominated games 1 and 2 on Vantage and the construction site respectively. Will Noobbot show us a new side as we get into things? First minute, and Legend Never Dies already massively far ahead. The mist of the rooftop will be the setting for the final fight. Will the Noobbots be enough? Or if Legend Never Dies going to be one of our new dominant teams coming into this on the PC side of things? Certainly, the legend of Legend Never Dies being written with these bullets in front of your eyes. Atom Duck, the player who has carried Noobbot this far with incredibly high kill and death numbers, to be honest. Not doing so well in this game. We can see how a player who has also been a big part of Noobbot's success before, also struggling. Sonic taking a little bit of cover, trying to stave off the inevitable push from Legend Never Dies. This is going to end this game, and I will see if I can jump across the top to the opposing side. Will be the strongest performance so far from Noobbot, breaking their previous dead limit of 17 kills. Legend Never Dies, accelerating matters even further. Atom Duck, it has got a positive KDA now, but it's going to be hard to maintain. Does take out Born, the leader of the LND team, but I think the damage has already been done. Noobbot desperately trying to keep up with LND, but it feels like it would almost be an impossible task at this point. John Parker getting a killing streak going. Going to be actually leading the scoreboard for the Legend Never Dies team. We've got a Booty joining in with the rest of the Legends to try and make it through to that central point. Can't quite manage it this time round as John Parker gets another kill through, and then a second Popeye with a third, and that's it. Legend Never Dies 3-0, our grand finals. Congratulations to Legend Never Dies. Commiserations to Noobbot, who did play very well, certainly in the matches that we saw. But that will be it for our first of our 5 tournaments over the course of the day. Apart from, let's see who it's going to be. Our YouTube winner will be Emmanuel David. Emmanuel David. If you can make yourself known in the chat with your dog tag and your platform, then you will be the recipient of 400 credits once Gameloft send them out in a couple of weeks' times. Let's see. So Emmanuel, hopefully you're still around. We'll give you a couple of minutes to respond. If not, we will draw another giveaway winner. But for now, as far as the actual competition goes, that will be it for our PC tournament of the weekend. Alright, one more minute for Emmanuel David to show up if they are still around. But if not, we will keep redrawing until we can find someone who is. But for now, thank you guys for watching. My name's been Peter Counterfeit Huntnell. We'll be back again once more in 4.5 hours for our next tournament. So do have a look on the ESL page if you'd like to get more details of that. But other than that, congratulations once more to our champions, Legend Never Dies. And we'll see you guys again, hopefully, pretty soon.